After many days of friendship, Jack and Rose start spending more and more time together. Their friendship has grown strong. They trust each other completely. Rose feels safe with Jack, and Jack feels that Rose is special. They talk about everything: her sadness, her fears, her life with her controlling mother and fiancé, and his life as a free-spirited artist. They share laughs, small adventures, and dreams. Slowly, their hearts begin to feel something new: love. One afternoon, Jack asks Rose to go with him to the very front of the ship, the bow. The ship is moving fast through the calm ocean. The wind is cold but refreshing. The sun is shining, and the sky is clear. The waves move rhythmically against the side of the ship. Rose feels nervous. She has never been so close to the edge of such a big ship. But she trusts Jack completely. He holds her hands and smiles reassuringly. "Close your eyes," Jack says gently. Rose obeys. "Spread your arms," he continues. Rose does as he says. She feels the wind rushing past her face. She feels the power of the ship moving forward. For a moment, she forgets all her worries, her sadness, and her trapped life. She feels weightless. She feels free. Then Rose opens her eyes, spreads her arms wide, and cries out with joy, "I'm flying." Jack stands behind her, holding her carefully, feeling her happiness. The ocean stretches endlessly before them, the sky glows in the sunlight, and they both smile. This moment is magical. For Rose, it is the first time she truly feels freedom. She is alive. She is herself. From this moment, their friendship starts to become something deeper. Rose feels emotions she has never felt before. She feels love, excitement, and admiration for Jack. She also begins to feel courage she didn't know she had. Jack feels the same way. He admires her beauty, her spirit, and her growing confidence. Their hearts begin to connect. Later, Rose decides to fully trust Jack. She invites him to her private cabin to do something very personal. She asks Jack to draw her wearing only the heart of the ocean necklace. She feels nervous, but she knows Jack will respect her. Jack is nervous too, but he understands how important this trust is. Jack sets up his paper and pencil. The cabin is quiet. Rose poses carefully. Jack focuses on his work, trying to capture her beauty and spirit. He draws patiently and respectfully. Rose feels vulnerable, but safe. She knows Jack would never betray her trust. In this quiet moment, without words, their hearts speak to each other. When the drawing is finished, Rose looks at it and feels proud and free. This scene is not just about the drawing. It is about trust, love, and freedom. Rose gives Jack her vulnerability, and he honors it. This strengthens the bond between them. Love begins to grow quietly, deeply, and strongly. Throughout this part, Rose's character changes. She begins to feel alive again. She laughs more. She smiles more. She dares to be herself. She realizes that life is not only about rules, wealth, or appearances. It is about courage, joy, trust, and love. Jack and Rose also learn from each other. Jack learns that love can be gentle, honest, and respectful. Rose learns that freedom and joy are possible even in a life that seems controlled. Together, they begin a journey of love, one that will give them courage to face the dangers ahead. By the end of this part, Rose is no longer the sad, trapped young woman she was at the beginning. She is alive, she is free, and she is starting to fall in love with Jack. Jack admires her bravery, her beauty, and her spirit. Their love is growing slowly, but it is deep and real. This part shows that true love is built on trust, freedom, and understanding. It shows that love is not about wealth, control, or appearances. It is about courage, respect, and connection. Jack and Rose's love begins in small, magical moments: the wind at the bow of the ship, the laughter in shared adventures, and the trust in private, intimate moments. By the end of this part, their hearts are connected. Their friendship has grown into love. They are ready to face the next challenges together, with courage, trust, and devotion. After days of joyful sailing, the Titanic continues its journey across the North Atlantic Ocean. The ship glides smoothly on the calm, dark waters. On board, passengers are enjoying themselves. Some are dancing in the grand ballroom. Some are talking on the deck, watching the ocean. Some are eating fancy meals in the dining rooms. Life seems perfect. The Titanic is called unsinkable, and everyone believes it. But nature is unpredictable. The night is cold. The sky is dark and clear. The ocean looks calm, but under the surface, dangers lie hidden. Icebergs drift silently in the water. No one expects the Titanic to meet one. Jack and Rose are together on the deck, feeling happy. Rose laughs, and Jack smiles. They are holding hands, enjoying the gentle wind and the freedom of the open sea. In these moments, everything feels safe. But far away, the crew in the ship's control room is looking carefully at the radar and lookout. They are trying to spot any danger, but the iceberg appears suddenly. At first, no one notices. The Titanic is moving very fast, faster than the iceberg can be seen. Then, with a loud crash, the ship hits the iceberg. The sound is shocking. It echoes through the metal walls. Passengers on deck hear a strange noise. Some think it is nothing serious. Some feel a sudden jolt under their feet. Water begins to seep slowly into the lower compartments of the ship. The crew rushes to assess the damage. They discover that the Titanic's hull is pierced. The water is coming in quickly. Panic starts quietly in the hearts of those who know the truth. The ship is no longer safe. Titanic, the unsinkable ship, has a serious problem. Jack feels the change in the atmosphere immediately. He sees the concerned faces of the crew. He looks at Rose. He holds her hand and reassures her. "It's going to be okay," he says, trying to sound calm, though he knows the danger. Rose feels the fear rise in her chest. Her heart beats faster. She has never faced anything like this before. The captain and crew start to inform the passengers. The rich first-class passengers are told to stay calm, to dress properly, and to prepare for evacuation. But the situation is more serious below decks. Third-class passengers, like Jack's friends, are not immediately informed. Some are locked in rooms, unaware of the danger. Confusion spreads quietly but quickly. Jack and Rose stay close together. Jack explains calmly, "We must stay together. We must stay calm. No matter what happens, I will protect you." Rose clings to him. She feels both fear and trust. She has never been so scared in her life, but she knows that Jack will not leave her. Slowly, the severity of the disaster grows. Water begins rising in lower corridors. Crew members shout for passengers to move to lifeboats. The sound of rushing water, shouting voices, and footsteps creates a chaotic noise. People start realizing that this is not a small problem. This is life or death. Cal, Rose's fiancé, immediately shows his selfish side. He worries mostly about himself. He tells his bodyguard to make sure he is safe, while trying to keep Rose under control. Rose begins to see the real personality of Cal. She realizes that money and power cannot protect her. Only courage, intelligence, and love can. Meanwhile, Jack helps people navigate the ship. He runs through the flooded corridors, looking for safe paths. He encourages terrified passengers, especially those trapped in lower decks. Jack does not think about himself. His only goal is to keep Rose and his friends safe. The tension grows. The Titanic is tilting slightly. Crew members warn that the lifeboats are not enough for everyone. People are starting to panic. Some cry. Some scream. Some try to push their way to safety. The cold water begins to seep into cabins. The sound of ice cracking under the ship adds to the fear. Rose holds Jack's hand tightly. She feels her fear mix with trust. She knows that Jack will guide her through this disaster. The ship is a giant, magnificent creation, but it is vulnerable. This moment teaches Rose that life is fragile. Nothing, not even wealth or luxury, can protect a person from nature's power. Jack keeps whispering, "Stay with me. Don't panic. Follow me. We will survive." Rose feels comforted by his calm voice. She focuses on Jack, not on the chaos around her. Every step is slow and careful. They move through hallways that are filling with water. Their footsteps splash in the cold liquid. The cold seeps into their shoes and clothes. Every moment is dangerous. Outside, passengers notice the cold wind and the smell of icy water. The Titanic's grand lights shine across the deck, but darkness surrounds the ship. Fear mixes with disbelief. Some cannot accept that the unsinkable ship is sinking. They pray silently, some cry, and some look at loved ones, realizing that everything may change in seconds. By the end of this part, Jack and Rose are together, moving carefully toward safety. They have seen the first signs of real danger. The Titanic, the greatest ship ever built, is no longer safe. Every person must face fear, every choice becomes critical, and every step matters. This part of the movie shows the power of nature, the fragility of life, and the strength of trust and love. Jack and Rose's bond grows stronger in fear. They begin to understand that surviving together is more important than wealth, status, or rules. The iceberg is not just ice, it is the start of the biggest challenge of their lives. After the Titanic hits the iceberg, the calm ocean night turns into a nightmare. The ship that once seemed unsinkable is now in danger. Water begins entering the lower parts of the ship. Slowly at first, then faster. The once peaceful corridors start filling with cold, icy water. Every step the passengers take becomes more difficult. The Titanic, which carried so much luxury and wealth, is now turning into a place of fear and confusion. Jack and Rose are together, moving carefully through the hallways. Jack is calm, but inside, he feels tension. He knows the danger is real. He grips Rose's hand tightly, whispering, "Stay with me. Don't panic. Follow me." we will survive. Rose clings to him. Her heart beats fast. She feels fear like never before, but Jack's calm voice gives her strength. Outside, chaos begins to grow. People are starting to panic. Some are running, shouting for help. Children cry, and families cling to each other. The crew is shouting instructions, but the situation is confusing. Some lifeboats are lowered, but there are not enough for everyone. The rich are often helped first. Many poor passengers are trapped below decks, unsure of what to do. The sound of water rushing in, metal creaking, and people screaming creates an overwhelming noise. Jack leads Rose through narrow corridors, avoiding areas where water is rising quickly. They help people along the way. Jack opens doors, guides terrified passengers, and encourages them to move quickly but carefully. Rose helps too, holding children's hands and calming scared adults. She feels fear, but also courage she didn't know she had. In this moment, Rose begins to see herself as strong and brave. Cal, Rose's fiancé, acts selfishly. He pushes through the crowd, caring mostly about his own safety. He shows Rose that wealth and power cannot save someone from danger. Jack, in contrast, is selfless. He puts Rose first. He puts others first. This shows the real difference between love and control, courage and selfishness. As the water rises, the ship tilts. The corridors become slippery and dangerous. Ice-cold water fills Rose's shoes. She shivers. Jack keeps speaking calmly to her, telling her exactly what to do. Hold my hand tightly. Step slowly. Don't look down. Rose follows his instructions. Every small step becomes a test of courage. Every decision is a matter of life and death. They reach a stairway, but the water is already halfway up. Jack lifts Rose carefully over the icy water. They hear screams from below. Some people are trying to climb out of flooded rooms. Others are crying for loved ones. Jack comforts Rose as best as he can, whispering, "We have to keep moving. Don't look back. Only forward." Rose takes a deep breath, feeling her courage grow with every step. Outside, on the deck, lifeboats are being lowered into the ocean. People are pushed and pulled, some lucky enough to climb in, others left behind. The freezing night air hits Rose and Jack as they climb up to the upper deck. The sky is dark, but the ship's lights still shine. The Titanic is slowly sinking, but they keep moving forward, holding on to each other. During this chaos, Rose realizes something very important. She sees that Jack's courage is not just about surviving. It is about protecting her, helping others, and staying calm even when everything is falling apart. She also realizes that love can give strength in the hardest times. Fear is everywhere, but trust and courage are stronger. The ship creaks loudly. Water rushes past their legs. Every step feels dangerous. Rose's heart beats fast. She shivers from the cold. But she keeps moving, trusting Jack completely. Jack keeps encouraging her. He reminds her to stay calm, to think clearly, and to take careful steps. He is patient, gentle, and brave. In this part of the story, chaos and courage exist side by side. Passengers are scared, but some are helping others. The Titanic, a symbol of luxury, is now a symbol of survival. The differences between selfishness and bravery, wealth and courage, control and love become clear. Jack and Rose's relationship grows even stronger because they are facing fear together. By the end of this part, Jack and Rose are closer than ever. They have survived some of the first challenges of the sinking Titanic. They understand that surviving is not just about running or hiding, it is about courage, trust, and staying together. Their love grows in the face of danger. Their bond becomes unbreakable as they prepare for even greater challenges ahead. This part of the movie teaches that in times of fear and chaos, love, courage, and trust become the most important tools for survival. Jack and Rose are no longer just friends or lovers, they are partners in facing life and death together.